Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to this month's shoutout giveaway. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Big Hit Central. Number 1. 2021 Lockout. With a 10-year Labour deal nearing its end, the relationship between the NFL and the NFL Players Association remains complicated. So, as NFL teams hold their meetings to appoint player representatives and go over resources provided by the union, some players are already planning on a lockout in 2021, upon the expiration of the current collective bargaining agreement. There wasn't concern, 49ers cornerback Richard Sherman said Thursday when he asked if there was any talk during a Wednesday meeting among San Francisco players about a potential lockout. It's going to happen, so it's not like guys are guessing on that one. The current CBA, which was signed in August 2011 and runs through the 2020 season, has drawn criticism from some players and agents over the power Commissioner Roger Goodell wields in disciplinary matters, as well as the financial breakdown and lack of guaranteed contracts, among other issues. Number 2. NFL salary cap could fall in 2021 due to revenue loss from coronavirus. NFL teams are not prepared at all for the salary cap to drop, and that's putting it mildly. Teams that had a healthy cap situation with eyes on building for the future would suddenly find themselves cash-strapped, and teams spending close to the limit would be so far underwater that even star players would be forced onto the chopping block. This would also cause further struggles for the NFL's middle class, the mid-range veterans, making between $3 to $8 million a year. This is already a struggling group that could find themselves all but extinct in 2021 and beyond. While this sounds like a gloomy scenario, there are still options for the league to prevent it from happening. The NFL could attempt to find new revenue streams, new or expanded TV streaming deals, and adding a 17th game to the season in 2020 could be possible options. Postponing the season slightly to wait on the development of a vaccine or effective therapeutic treatment could also limit revenue loss if successful. However, there's also the chance that these efforts will come up short. In that case, the owners and the NFLPA could attempt to negotiate a workaround for the 2021 season. This could involve borrowing against future earnings in an effort to stabilize the cap, or changing the way the salary cap is calculated for 2021. Essentially, the league would be artificially inflating the 2021 cap by borrowing revenue from the 2021 season and beyond. Number 3. NFL ratings are going down. With a 12% overall decline this season in NFL's ratings, the big question is, what's behind the slide? A new Sentinel Sports poll conducted this week contains some hints. It suggests the leading factor may be the national anthem protest sparked by 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick, taking a knee during the song.
This time, he took a knee, right behind hundreds of service members being honored on Military Appreciation Night.
The survey found that when asking people to identify factors contributing to the ratings drop, an overwhelming 56% of respondents cited players not standing for the national anthem. Even the pollster was surprised by the results. It suggests people are reacting to something they don't even see, because the national anthem is generally not televised, said Vic Gentile, director of the Sentinel Sports program. But here's the thing, the poll didn't ask people why they aren't watching football games this season, but why they think other people aren't watching football. It's a good example of how the exact questions designed in a poll can affect the results. Considering how much press there has been about Kaepernick taking a knee during the anthem, it's totally possible the people taking the poll thought that's why other viewers aren't watching. They might have answered differently if the question was, why aren't they watching? About half the people in the poll said they either follow sports not closely or not at all. That goes to the point, this is their guess for why others have stopped watching. Number 4. Mobile phones effect. Quite simply, televised football has a television problem and a football problem. The television problem is prominent yet simple. Fewer people are subscribing to pay TV, which means that ratings are declining for just about everything on cable and broadcast. To pick an example quite different from football, the audience for last weekend's Grammy telecast declined by nearly 10 million, a stunning 30% drop in 1 year that is related to the fact that cord cutting is accelerating, leaving fewer people with access to cable TV. Attention has shifted from pay TV to mobile devices.
In 2012, Sony Mobile CEO said, "That is where the value is, that is where the money is."
Which aggregate football highlight stats and fantasy scores, allowing more fans to closely follow the sport without actually watching it live on television. Number 5, dump the socialism. Finish last and get rewarded. Sorry, the rest of the world celebrates winners and punishes losers. The NFL and the rest of America sport promotes and encourages failure. No matter how bad you are, you get TV money and better players. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice apparently said that one day football will be a game of international proportions. Sorry, Miss Rice, you are behind the times. It already is and has been for some time, although we may be talking at cross purposes.
The growing interest in American football has led to the development of a nationwide league, the GFL.
Last week, Manchester United, a club, not a league, announced it was opening a sponsorship office in the United States. This week, it will be announced that the 3-year deal to broadcast the Premier League in the US will go for more than 3 times the previous contract, $23 million to $83 million. The US is now experiencing the sports side of globalization. The NFL may talk about London, but the global boat sailed a while ago. In fact, it was about the time the myopic were busy telling each other they were the biggest game around. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.